Jason often walked through the park on his way home. It was quicker than the main roads, and usually the calm of the trees and the empty paths were soothing after a long day, but tonight the air felt heavy, and an eerie silence seemed to cloak the surroundings. As he passed the swing set, he noticed one swing gently moving. There was no wind, yet it swayed back and forth, as if someone had just jumped off it. Jason quickened his pace, his heart beating a little faster. A giggle echoed through the still air. Jason froze, his breath hitching as the sound seemed to circle him. Then came the whisper, soft and childlike. "Hey, I'm behind you!" Jason's body stiffened as he turned slowly. The swing set was empty, but shadows began to shift under the faint glow of the streetlights. They stretched and twisted, taking forms that his mind couldn't comprehend. Panicked, Jason ran. The laughter and whispers followed, growing fainter as he exited the park. But the feeling of being watched lingered long after he reached the safety of his home. Anna loved horror movies, but staying until the end of the credits was her own little ritual. She enjoyed the quiet moment before stepping back into the bustling world. That night, the theater was empty. As the screen dimmed, the silence became heavy, almost oppressive. A faint creak behind her broke the stillness. She glanced over her shoulder.
Hey, we've paused for a moment, but if you're enjoying the story, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Ghosty Voids and ring the bell for more spooky tales. Now, let's get back to the horror.
But the row behind her was empty. Shrugging it off as the sound of the seats settling, she turned back toward the dark screen. Another sound followed, like a soft shuffle of feet. Anna froze, gripping the armrests. Then came the whisper, slow and deliberate. "Hey, I am behind you." Her heart raced as she forced herself to turn, inch by inch. The rows behind her appeared empty, but a shadow moved in the corner of her eye. She squinted into the dimness and thought she saw a figure standing near the far corner of the theater. The shadow shifted, disappearing into the gloom. Anna bolted from the theater, not daring to look back. Even as she stepped into the brightly lit lobby, the phantom whisper seemed to echo in her ears. It was late, and the night was eerily quiet. The usual hum of the radio filled the car, offering some comfort in the darkness. But then the station crackled, the music dissolving into static. The air became heavier, and he started to sense a presence looking at him from behind. Frightened, Sam fiddled with the dial, trying to bring back the signal. That's when he heard it. A voice breaking through the static, low and chilling, calling his name. "Sam, I'm behind you." His blood ran cold. Slowly, he glanced into the rearview mirror. At first it seemed empty, but then he saw it, a shadowy figure sitting in the back seat, motionless. Sam's breath hitched as he swerved the car to the side of the road and slammed on the brakes. Turning around, he expected to see the figure, but the back seat was empty, nothing but the faint smell of something metallic lingering in the air. Shaking, Sam stepped out of the car, scanning the desolate road. There was no one around, yet the whisper seemed to echo in his mind. Sam drove home faster than he ever had before, the memory of the shadow haunting him long after he reached his driveway.